Hey, welcome back to MCOC Noxie, the master of mediocre gameplay. Here we are in War 4 of Season 33, and I have a fun war. Only 4 fights. They've banned Torch, Doom, and Red Mags. Those are excellent bans. But what makes this war fun is I got some really interesting fights. There we got a 5-star America Chavez. There we got a 5-star Mole Man on Path 1. That's my path in both sections. Probably not going to take that core. Definitely not going to take Infinity Man. I hate that guy. Hate him. Hate him. If they ask me to take him, I will, but hate him. There we've got a duped 6-star rank 3 unstoppable armor Kingpin on a healing node, and a duped 6-star 10-man over there, the Sentinel. And then Boss Island, I might take that Nimrod because I just rank 3'd my Nebula. Yeah, she's an absolute nuke. I really did it because she's shock immune and because she can just shut off all the difficult robots in the game. So if Red Mags is banned, which he is in this war, if you've got a tricky robot fight, bring in Nebula. She shuts it off at 5 amp charges with 100% reduction of ability accuracy. So we boost up for this America Chavez. You're going to see that was way over boosting. I mistimed my heavy there. I'm thinking, oh, is this going to be a tricky fight? It ends up not being so tricky. I'm not even sure if I take a hit. She is a rank 5, SIG 200. America Chavez is a really good defender, obviously. But on this note, she just doesn't present that many tricks to someone like Warlock, who's just going to rob her of her healing potential. Just going to turn that off. So you're going to see this fight just goes very smoothly. She's pounding in a little bit. I don't want to give her too many of her, I forget what the phrase is, dimensional rifts or something. I don't remember what it is. Definitely don't want to push her to her S Special 2. I've only successfully evaded that a handful of times. And have died to it a handful of times too. So, and there she goes. Down to 78% health. Didn't take a hit, so a lot of pounding into the block there took me down. Here we've got an APOC fight on Mole Man. Mole Man has unstoppable armor, so you just have to watch that gray timer up there in the right corner. Top right corner there, you see it is. It's going to be going off here in about 3 seconds or something. So I'm watching it. And it took me a whole season of unstoppable armor to get pretty good at understanding how to just watch that timer right. I died a couple times, I'm sure a lot of people did, to just getting surprised by that unstoppable and getting stuck in the face of the full combo and dying. That's happened to me a little bit. So there we go. Timed my special with the unstoppable armor. He did get it that time. It did proc. I think it's a 30% chance to proc every time. Seems like it's more than that, but that's what they say in the notes. So got him to his SP2. Mole Man's SP2 is devastating if he catches you with it, but it's extremely easy to outrange. You just back up. It's not hard. And so this fight is going absolutely perfectly as it should. An APOC, especially a rank 3 APOC against a rank 5 Mole Man, this should go as it did, which was 54 hits and no hits taken. All right, so now we're jumping up to our rank 3 duped unstoppable armor Kingpin. Dude hits like several Mack trucks all stacked up on top of each other, so just don't take a hit. Watch the unstoppable armor timer, right? Once again, probably over boosting, but this is rank 3 versus rank 3. So this is, I think, the only rank 3 I fight this war. I'm pretty sure, yeah. So the alliance we're going up against is right at our war rating and just like 5 points below us. So we're favored to win this one. And when I saw their defense and how many 5-stars they put out there, they were good defenders, but they were still 5 stars. I was expecting them here. And so far everything's going well. I don't think I've taken a hit in this war yet. Fights are just going well. Honestly, the America Chavez fight was the only one where I was going up against a defender that I wasn't extremely familiar with. I fought Chavez a few times, but not as familiar as I am with Mole Man and Kingpin and fights like this. And then coming up after this fight, we've got the Sentinel, which is a duped, I believe, 6-star Sentinel. And that, man, I'm just excited for my Nebula fight. I just R3'd her. Kind of did it, you know, just like, man, they just keep banning red mags, and I keep fighting these tricky robot fights, Nimrods and Guillotine 2099s, and man, I know a Darkhawk's eventually going to be out there. I want someone who can make those fights much more simple. So here comes Unstoppable Armor, or it doesn't proc. There's the armor, but Unstoppable doesn't proc. So that's good. Once again, not able to shake off, not able to purify Apoc's parry, which is why you love him against guys like Kingpin and Mole Man, right? Just can't shake it off because they shake off everything, right? So here we go. Just wait out the Unstoppable. Go into SP2. Now, my APOC is significantly less powered on these special attacks, and you're like, man, why did this fight over? It's because I don't have the cable synergy. So if you notice, I'm only at 2 genetic code, which I thought a long time about. I almost included that in this video, like me kind of going back and forth. I almost stuck with APOC cable Warlock, and I was like, nope, I want to take Nebula to war. I want her for that Sentinel. And so I just knew I'd have to build up my APOC. It's still going to be the same fight, just going to take a little bit longer. And that's exactly what happened. No hits taken, and boom, boom, boom. There goes Kingpin. Kingpin on this note is not that tricky. You just keep the fight going, and you'll be fine. Don't push him to the SP2, right? Maybe you're great at evading that thing. I, however, am not in that camp. So here we go. Rank 3 Nebula against only a rank 2 Sentinel. The fight would be exactly the same against a rank 3 Sentinel. Just have to take off a little more health. I'm fairly confident with this fight. I would say I have a rank 5 Sentinel, duped Sentinel. And so I dueled him several times just to make sure I understood the fight and what she's going to do to robots. And this is fun. You're going to love this, right? If you like quirky little answers to potentially tricky fights. So he's getting his analysis charges up there to 12. And now once I get to 5, which I do right now, that's all shut off. The node is shut off, and his analysis buildup is shut off. Notice I'm hitting into him, doing this, repeating the same action over and over again, which would normally build up his analysis, making him much, much more complicated to fight, much tankier, much stronger, making his power build much faster. But that's just all shut off, just turned off. Nebula faces a robot, get her to 5 amp charges. Now I've got her to 15 right there, and she just turns the off button, right? Kind of like Warlock does to healing, Nebula does to just complete ability accuracy. So now we've got to the SP2, and you know what's about to happen. You know, here it comes. Pop, 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 pop. And 116, I think it was, HP Sentinel, just gone. Gone. Only got to halfway through the damage that SP2 would have done before he was dead. And that is that, boys and girls. So Nebula, maybe not the best questing champion, but if you've got a tricky robot and don't have access to red mags, man, Nebula is an awesome option. All right, this war is going well. It looks like a win. I'll get back with you when I know that answer for sure. Hang on. And there you have it, guys. Another win for us. That puts us at 3-1 on the new season, which is great. We are pushing into Platinum 3, which is nice. We want to keep winning. We've had some turnover in our alliance, and some less dependable players have moved on, and we brought in some new guys and gals, and they are proving worth their salt. So that's great. So 3-1, moving ahead. We dominated this war and won every category. So there we go. See you at the next one.